What's going on, YouTube? Your boy Scoob to stop for the night, man. I'm here in Kentucky. Left this morning and went up to Lebanon. Dropped at BF Goodrich. Bridgestone. Dropped at Bridgestone. And now I'm here in Kentucky. Went up to Owensboro, Kentucky. Went up to Owensboro and dropped and hooked up there. Now I'm headed back down to BN and run out of my clock right here in Kentucky here. Getting ready to get on come across into Tennessee, come down 51. But the scriber had asked me about, and like I said, I'm sorry, man. I am so sorry about it, man. How much could he expect to make over here at JB? Man, that depends on you. JB work you 5 days and give you 2 days off. You set your own schedule. That's up to you. You on the intermodal now. That's on the intermodal. I don't know about the OTR, over the road, but that is the intermodal. You set your own days off that you want. My off days is Friday and Saturdays. They don't run, you don't get in Friday, you at home Friday. They get you in Thursday, so you got the rest of Thursday, and you got Friday, Saturday, and you'll leave out Sunday, but most of the loads they have on Sunday, man, don't go nowhere but to Nashville, and it's got a window on it. It's like the one that I had up in Lebanon was from 8 in the morning to 11 tonight. Hold on for a minute, hold one minute. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? Four things I want my new drivers to consider and think before you come into trucking. 4 things, I'm gonna give you those 4 things. A lot of people might not like them, but your boy Scoob gonna give them to you. We're here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. As you can see, getting loaded. Reefer unit, got a reefer load, picking up a load of Mountain Spring water and everything. Flip it around, I just done my tire. Dressed her out. Had her washed at the Blue Beacon, and now I just dressed her out, so she looking good. You know your boy Scoob can't ride around in nothing dirty, boy. That just ain't Scoob, man. I don't care what they say. Scoob gotta look good. I gotta look good. My equipment gotta look good. If not, something is off. But anyway, 4 things that you, as a new driver or a driver that's thinking about getting into trucking, 4 things to consider before you get into trucking. All right, be right back right after this. All right, let's start off with number 1. That's your boy Scoob, man. Gotta hear Karen Hawthorne, man. I don't care what they say. But let's start off with number 1. Number 1 is, I'm not picking on nobody. Scoob would never do that. Hold on 1 minute, let me get my glasses there. Hold on. Gotta get my glasses. Have a trail on the look. Sorry about that. All right, number 1. Number 1 is always, to my young people, I don't care what color you are, what race, creed, it don't make me a difference. Always, before you get into this, ask yourself, are you ready to give up smoking reefer, doing funny looking pills? That could be from pain pills to heavy cough syrup. Ask yourself, are you ready to give that up? Because out here you can't do it. It ain't the place for it. You get out here, you lose your CDLs and everything. That's not even working. You just defeated the purpose. You just went and got your CDLs for the fun of it. So that's number 1. Ask yourself, are you willing to give up drugs? I'm gonna say drugs because that can fall under different topics. They looking for antihistamine, stuff like that. So that's what you want to make sure. Marijuana, PCP, cocaine. If you're not willing to give that up in this profession, don't get into it. Don't get into it at all. and everything. If you can't hang around your friends without wanting to take a hit of that left-hand cigarette, don't get into trucking. If you can't wait till you get back home and drink a beer, drink you some wine, drink you some whiskey, whatever you want to do when you're at home on your own personal time, because the law states you can't have consume any alcohol within 8 hours of going on duty. I'm gonna say within 24 hours, but that's me talking. But I think it's 8 hours before going on duty. So if you can't wait till you get back home where you in your privacy of your own home, you ain't nowhere around no commercial vehicle, grab you a 24-pack, 12-pack, and everything, hey, don't get into this. Don't get into it, because you're going to end up losing your license and everything, because it's very tempting, believe me. Out here on this road, you laid over for a 34, you in the truck. There are drivers out here that would watch you go into the truck stop, buy your beer, and then turn around and get the number off the back of your trailer, go on the internet, type in that company name, boom, and call your safety director. It has been done. It's been done before out here, y'all. It's been done. Why risk your license for that and everything? Drugs, alcohol, leave the drugs alone. Alcohol, leave it alone till you get back home and everything. If you're going to be out there on the road, get you a motel. They got a whole bunch of hotels out here where you can park a truck and trailer for the weekend, go get your 24-pack, your 12-pack, boom, sit up in the hotel and drink them, knock them down if you want to. That's you. But when you're in this truck, it is against the law to have any type of alcohol beverage in the inside of a commercial vehicle. Against the law. If you think I'm lying, you better ask somebody. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. It is against the law to have any type of alcohol beverage, whether it's open or not open, inside a commercial vehicle. The cab. I'm talking about this cab. It is against the law. But whatever you want to put in that back cab, back in that trailer back there, that's fine. But in this cab, it is against the law to have it in here. So I'm telling you now, you can do it if you want to. That's on you. But you look like a fool. You spend all that money to get them CDLs and then lose them for something stupid, okay? The next one. Now, this one might offend a lot of my new drivers coming out here. Like I said, whether you're white, black, Latino, Hispanic, Mexican, I don't care. I'm not a racist person, and there's not a racist bone in my body. But the first thing you need to do before you get into trucking or go to a truck driving school, learn how to read a road atlas, people. Learn how to read a road atlas. Please learn how to read one. Because these satellites up in the sky, they will go out at any moment. And when they do, you be sitting on the side of the road because you don't know what to do. Do I use a GPS? Yeah, I use a GPS. Sitting right here. I had to take it down out the windshield to keep it from getting hot, because it get hot, it cuts off. But learn how to read a road atlas. What I normally do is I type in the directions into the GPS. I grab my road atlas over in the passenger seat up under Joe. And once I do that, I turn around and I look at the road atlas and find it from my GPS on the road atlas, and I follow that route. If it don't look right, I'm gonna go into the GPS and change it. You have got to learn how to read a road atlas. Those little red lines on that road map are not spooky lines. Those are interstate and highways. The red lines are highways, the red and blue are interstates. You want to use both of them, even the black ones. Those are highways, routes. A lot of times you have to travel routes. I just came up Route 128. It's 128. Trucks come on it. I ran Route 128 to Route 5 to Route 7. Now I'm on Route 7, picking up here in the mountains in Hot Springs. You have got to do this, people. You have got to learn how to read a road atlas. I saw 4 things on social media where drivers that took a dirt road. One driver was pulling a Dollar General, flipped it over on his side. I don't know the company. It was a red truck, so I don't know who's pulling it. There's a lot of red company trucks out there, but when you hit that first curve, you knew then when you see a dirt road, your GPS telling you to turn on a dirt road, don't do it, people. Don't, unless the customer is on that dirt road. Some dirt roads you have to get to because the customer sits off a dirt road right there. But other than that, just to get to another street, no. Don't do it. Use Google Maps, blow it up, and look at where you're going. Look at where you're at. Look at where you're going. If it seems not questionable, stop. Call the customer. If you have to sit there till in the morning, call the customer and ask them before you go in all the way. Please, y'all, please learn how to read a road atlas. Please, that's the major part to trucking, is a road atlas. Learning how to read and understand a road atlas is the most important part to trucking. Before these GPSs came out, we didn't have no GPS. With no GPS on the truck or nothing. There was a phone number and an address. That's it. You call that phone number, you talk to the shipper, you talk to the receiver, they tell you where you at, boom. Come this way, boom, boom, boom. Then when you get halfway there, you'll stop and call again and confirm those directions. But what you would have to do is look at a road atlas and say, okay, I'm going this way. All right, when I get up here to this place, this city, okay, the interstate is right here. Okay, I'm gonna be on the interstate. I'm coming in from Little Rock, coming into Memphis on Interstate 40. How would I get to you from once I come into Memphis? Boom, that's it. You've got to understand a road atlas, people. Please, before you consider or think about getting into this, make sure you understand the road atlas, whatever you do. Please, learn it. When you're sitting around at a truck stop, at a customer, break out that road atlas and understand. Look at the context and look at it and understand each line has a meaning beside what it stands for. At the beginning of it, it tells you your bridge laws. It tells you where your low bridge is at, what highway they on, what interstate they on. Always remember your 13.6, your 13.6 high, your 65 to 70 feet long, and you're 8 feet wide. Please remember that. Please remember those numbers. Please. You cannot take a 13.6 under a 12.2. Okay? Remember that. The next one. People, don't get me wrong, like I said before, the GPS is good. But when you buy a GPS, you have to go in that GPS and program it. You have to set up the parameters in that GPS. If not, it's going to take you on ferries. It's going to take you on dirt roads. It's going to take you on unpaved roads. That's what you do not want. You have to understand that GPS. Go in and uncheck those boxes that they have checked for unpaved roads, U-turns, and ferries. Uncheck them. Uncheck them, because if you don't, that's why you wind up going down these wrong-way streets. Okay? Number 3, never, ever get a restriction on your license. Never get a restriction on your license. Whatever you do, do not let them put a restriction on your license. Find you a truck driving school that you can go to where they train you on manual and automatics. Manual and automatics. Do not get a restriction on your license, because you're going to regret it. I promise you're going to regret it, because you're going to want to go to another company once you got your experience. That company going to have all manuals, and you're going to be screwed. You're going to be screwed, because it's going to have a 9-speed, 10-speed, 13-speed, 18, and you can't go to work for it because of it. Okay? Please, y'all. Please. Please. Next, learn your equipment. Learn the equipment that you will be driving. Learn it. With me, every time I pick up a load, before I start with a company, if I start with a company, before I start, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can get me an empty trailer, and I'm going to go fill up my tanks. I'm going to go get an empty weight with a trailer. If it's a reefer trailer, I'm going to get an empty weight. Why do you do that? Because, like for instance, right now, she was going to put 42 on this trailer. You can't put 42 on this trailer. The max I can carry is 41,000. I went and got an empty weight. This truck, one fuel tank, 140-gallon tank, 145-gallon tank. The reefer unit, 100-gallon tank of reefer fuel. Okay? All total, with me in this truck and that reefer full of empty reefer back there, full of fuel, it weighs 38,620. Now, if you take 38,000 and subtract it from 80,000 pounds. That leaves you 41 and some change. 41, I think it's like 41.30, 41.3 something. I'm not gonna push that. 41,000 is the max that I can carry loaded on these here reefers. 41,000. Anything over 41,000, I'm gonna be overweight. I gotta go 30 miles to a truck stop to scale it, and then I would have to come 30 miles back. Well, they pay you for every minute that you do that. Yeah, you get paid for it, but why go through that headache when you could give them the CAT scale? If they don't want to load you according to what the CAT scale say, don't take the load. Unless your company sends you something on this computer, say, hey, go ahead on and take it. We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna get overweight permanent. We're gonna pay all citation. Other than that, do not do it, because it's your ticket, and a lot of companies will bag out on it after you get that ticket. They'll bag out and say, hey, you shouldn't have pulled it. You shouldn't have pulled it. You should have contacted us. I did contact you. You said to go with it. Who told you that? So-and-so. No, I didn't tell you that. Never discuss anything like that on the phone. Always make them put it on the computer. That's your proof right there on the computer. That's your proof. That tablet, that Q-House, that Omnitrack, that Qualcomm, that is your proof when you're talking to a dispatcher. Anything that can get you in trouble or cost you money or cost the company money, make them tell you that on the computer. That's all you got. That's all you got out here. And number 4, which is the big one. If you're not willing to respect yourself and respect your other drivers out here, stay out of trucking. Stay out of trucking. We got enough problem with hatred out here now. We don't need nobody else to come and add to that hatred family. If you don't like people, you don't want to be around people, don't get into trucking. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I said it. Now, this is gonna kind of upset some people. If you're a white person and you don't like black people, or you don't like Hispanic people, when you go to these warehouses, these loading docks, you got to deal with it. You've got to deal with it. And vice versa. If you're a black person, you don't like white people or Hispanic people, too bad. This profession, you have to deal with all races. All races. If you think I'm lying, go to New York and see what you're dealing with up there at them warehouses. Go out to California, go up to Portland, Oregon, go down to Miami, see what you're dealing with. The different races in these warehouses. You can't be choosy. You have to deal with all types of relationships. And if you can't do it, don't get into trucking. Trucking isn't for you. Trucking isn't for you. Respect has been destroyed out here. They have destroyed the word respect in trucking. The word respect in trucking has been destroyed. So if you're not willing to do those 4 things, you might want to reconsider another career. Trucking isn't going to be for you. It's not. It's not. It's not. Okay? But remember those 4 things, and if I offended anybody, I do apologize. I've been meaning to make this video. And a subscriber asked me, said he's thinking about leasing. Like I told you before in the previous videos, like I told everybody, do what you need to do. I can tell you to do it. Somebody else will come on YouTube and tell you you're crazy to lease. Somebody else will tell you, man, you can't make no money. You're going to hear all kind of stories out here. But one thing about it, me and nobody on social media knows what your family needs but you. Nobody know what your family needs but you, not me and nobody else out here making. And there's some good YouTubers out there that's making great videos. But they don't know, they're not living in your house. They're not there when your bills come. They're not there when you and your wife going through it. They're not. They sitting at home relaxing and they on paid for a truck or the bank paying the bank truck. They're sitting back just relaxing. They ain't got a hair on their head worried about it. But you, they trying to tell you not to do it. If you want to lease a truck, go for it. Okay? Go for it. It's up to you, young man. It's up to you. All I'm going to tell you is nobody know what you need but you. You the one paying your bills. You are the head of your house, just like Christ is the head of the church. And it is your responsibility to do what you have to do to be the man of your house and make sure your family don't want for nothing. Remember that. Your family shouldn't want for nothing. It is your job as a man of your house to make sure your wife don't want for nothing. That your kids got clothes on their back, food on the table, and money in their pocket for to buy some snacks at school. and your wife got clothes that she can put on and do what she want to do, got gas in a tank, you ain't got to worry about nothing. That is your responsibility. That is your responsibility as a man of your house. So nobody know what you need out here but you. So don't listen to everybody out here. You ask me, my opinion is, hey, do what you got to do, because I don't live in your house. I'm not going to sit here and shoot you down because you want a lease. I'm not going to shoot you down because you want to go buy a cash truck. I'm not going to shoot you down because you want to go to the bank and get a truck. Don't nobody know what you need but you. I don't know your finances. I don't want to know your finances because you're not going to know mine. But you ask me, I'm being honest with you. Do what your heart tells you to do. And if you can't get an answer from your heart, pray for it. Pray about it. You and your wife go down on your knees tonight and pray about it before you do it. But if that's the way to go, go with it. I'm gonna tell you, do what your heart says. Do what your heart says, because you've got to take care of your family. I'm fine with mine. I've been in this so long now. One thing I learned, my dad taught me: put up some money, son, because it's gonna come a rainy day. Put up money. Every paycheck, put money up. I've been putting money up since '86, since I've been driving these trucks and buses. Since '86, I've been putting money up. Anywhere from 50 to 100. 2000, I think I started putting up in 2015, I started putting 200 up a week. Putting it up. So, hey, I'm ready. God has blessed me. I pay my tithes, I give 10%. I don't care what the church do, that's between them and God. The Lord said, bring 10% into the storehouse. That's what I do. I give 10% of my earnings. Now, I ain't telling you to do that, but I've been blessed. I've been blessed. And want it for nothing. Okay? But like I said, that's just me. Do what you have to do to take care of your family, but make sure you're doing it legal. I'm going to say that. Do it legal. Do it legal. But do what you got to do to take care of your family. Nobody out here, I don't care who you watch on YouTube, how big they are on YouTube, how much you love their videos. Do what you have to do to support your family, but do it legally. And that means if you want to lease, once again, lease. If you want to be company, go company. You want to drive a flatbed, do a flatbed. You want to do tanker, do tanker. You want to do drive-in, do drive-in. You want to do refrigerator, do refrigerator. You want to do oversized, do oversized. You want to do LTL, do LTL. Do what you have to do to support your family, okay? Remember that. But this your boy Scooby-Doo. We done got loaded. Y'all be careful, be safe. I love you. I thank God for you. It's time to get out here and do what I got to do there, fellas. I got to head on back, but I ain't going to make it back, so I'll probably end up staying somewhere along 40. I don't know where. But I got to get me something to eat, man. Boy, Scoob got to eat. But do what you got to do to each and every one out here, no matter what color, race, creed you are. Do what you got to do to support your family. You are the man of your house. You're the woman of your house. Do what you have to do to support your family by any means necessary. Y'all continue to keep the good Lord with you and everything you do and say. Continue to keep Scooby-Doo and my wife in your prayers. We'll do the same for each and every one of you all. We love you. We thank God for you. This your boy Scooby-Doo. We'll talk to you then. About automatic driving trucks for the big drivers. Not only are the driver's job, truck driver's job being taken, but look at the cleanup. Self-driving. Cleaning the floor. Driving by itself. See it? Driving by itself. So they're taking the cleanup man's job now at the stores. Boy, I tell you the truth, boy. He's trying to get like the space age, I guess, man. But at the store this morning with Mama doing some shopping and everything at Sam's Club. But tell you, man, they go to show you. They taking everybody's job trying to do it now. Be right back.